now, so I'm just taking it easy. I've been still doing rehab on it, but so far I feel 100%.
How did you hurt the shoulder?
Just wear and tear, man. This physical play in the SEC, and I mean it's a common injury, among defensive backs. So it just since I've been here for 4 years and it's just hitting guys every day, just happened.
So it wasn't like one play?
It wasn't one specific play, just overtime.
Nick, you've been here for a while. Have you noticed any difference in the coaches' kind of approach to up-tempo offenses and things like that in practice, and how much more it's being stressed?
It's definitely been a change, since more guys are kind of coming at us with an up-tempo offense. So, every day we're making strides to improve on that type of offensive style. And, even during the off-season, we're kind of focusing on how to stop the up-tempo.
Do you notice you're running more or anything like that in practice? Is it that kind of adjustment in practice, or what is it?
I don't know. Practice is, he kind of speeds practice up, kind of get us in shape to prepare for those type of games. Those type of teams are still going to run the same type of plays. It's just going to be a little bit faster.
What's it been like having Kirby back there, and how different has it been?
It's a huge difference. Kirby's smart. He's a great defensive coach, and having him and Coach Saban in the same room is beneficial for our secondary.
You surprised to see Eddie back working with you all so fast?
Not really, man. Eddie's a hard worker, and he's been in rehab 2 times a day, so he made it his mission to be back for the season.
What's his kind of attitude like right now? I mean, have you talked to him through this process at all?
I talked to him because I was hurt last year, and I just told him to keep his head up and just keep pushing, and you'll be where you want to be at.
Your coach mentioned that Troy Vincent spoke to you guys last night. What was his message? What other speakers have you guys had so far?
I can't remember the guy's name specific, but yeah, Troy Vincent. Oh, Jeremiah Castile spoke to us over the weekend. But Troy Vincent spoke to us about underclassmen, the plan for the draft, and just basically just preparing for life after football.
Anybody else coming up that you're looking forward
to? I don't know what's on the list for the upcoming, but I'm looking forward to it.
What will your actual role be this year?
Just as far as I know right now, as a leader. As you know, there's no depth chart, but I'm just trying to become a leader, and the leader definitely has to come from the secondary this year because we have 3, 4 fifth-year guys, me, Jarek, and Landon, and you can count Geno Smith in that. So we're just trying to become leader for the secondary.
Who are some of the receivers who are impressing you?
All of them, really. Of course, about the DeAndre Wright, Amari Cooper, Christian Jones, but a lot of younger guys are coming along nicely.
How was Amari? I'm sorry. How was O.J. Howard? How was O.J. Howard?
O.J. Howard is difficult. He can be a tight end, and he can be out wide and play receiver, and he has talent, all around talent, and you kind of have. Teams definitely has to prepare for him.
So should he get the ball more, or will he get the ball more? How do you see that going?
I'm not an offensive coach, but I just know he has great talent.
So guys like Stewart and Robert Foster, what are those guys like?
Those guys are amazing. Those guys are constantly making plays to practice every day, and I think they're just waiting for their chance on the field.
Nick, when you said Troy Vincent talked about underclassmen going to the draft, was he kind of just laying out kind of the risks, I guess, or something like that, or what was he kind of saying about
it? Just gave us numbers and facts about the percentages of you staying on the team long term or not, and the importance of you staying in and getting your degree that can benefit you after football.
Coach has already mentioned twice this year, resurrecting the Alabama identity. Has that been a theme for this year, and is that stemming from the way last year ended? Because you guys still won 11 straight games last year. It's not like last year was a total disaster.
With a program like Alabama, if you don't win national championships, people think, that's a failure. But in our eyes, we did a lot of good things, and we did a lot of bad things. But, we can use that to our advantage this year so we can improve. Because last year's games wasn't Alabama style. So we definitely have to improve on that.
Who wins most of the battle between the secondary and the receivers?
Of course, the secondary. We're very competitive, man. We're out there having fun, trying to get each other better. We feel like we're going up against the best receivers every day in practice, and I feel like we can stop those guys. We can stop anybody in the country.
Do you notice anything when it comes to seeing Eddie out there running? Do you notice any difference to looking like a guy that's coming off?
Not at all. He's very strong-minded, and he tries not to let that injury get to him. So you'll see him making different cuts and spin turns, and there's different moves, and I'll be like, wow, the guy's coming off ACL. And just today, he made a great play on Amari Cooper. And the guy coming 4 months off ACL tear, that's amazing.
Man, nobody loves camp, but when it looked like you were going to lose your senior year last year, can you at least appreciate maybe the crud you're going through right now?
I mean, yeah, definitely appreciate it. You know, I love it here. And when they told me I had the opportunity to come back, I jumped at it. You know, college football is one of the purest, you know, football there is. You know, you playing with guys that you've been around since you got here, since you were a freshman. And, you know, you go to class with these guys, you hang out with these guys, and you hopefully you win with these guys too.
Having said that, do you kind of look around and go, wait a minute, when did I become the old guy?
It definitely comes up fast, and that's a big thing now that I have to become a leader. And I tell these guys, like, you got to take advantage of your chances. You know, you got to, you know, make it happen on the field and make it happen off the field. But then you do any degree and do the right things.
So what would it mean to you to be either a starter or part of the rotation on a regular basis?
It would mean a lot to me. You know, I think you come here to play. You know, a lot of guys, you know, you don't come here to play on the bench, you come here to play. And I think it's everybody's mission to put the best people on the field. And as long as, you know, we're winning, I think I'm happy.
Saban said that you can fill a lot of spots. What spot are you most comfortable playing?
I mean, I've been here 5 years, so I can play definitely anything in the secondary. So I think they're confident in my abilities, that I'm very versatile and I can play anything.
Coach mentioned today that the offense is making a lot of explosive plays with the way he turned it. What are you seeing out there from them? I mean, which quarterbacks are pressing you, and is it run game, pass game?
Overall, I mean, it's everybody's out there making plays. You know, you have Sims, Coker, Alec Morris, Bateman, all those guys making nice throws, and they're using everybody's talents to the fullest.
You mentioned wanting to be a leader. Talk about the young guys at your position, and you know who impresses you.
Hootie Jones, Ronnie Clark, and two corners, Tony Brown and Marlon Humphrey. Those guys they have, you know, big careers coming. You know, those guys are in there learning defense, getting hands-on coaching by Coach Saban. So you got to watch out for those guys in the future.
What's your degree in, and what's your graduate degree in?
My undergrad was business management, and my master's degree is in sports management.
Thanks, Nick.